Yo. What's good, you fucks?
I be feeling like Joel's, bro. I like that shit. I like starting it out with a I don't know why. I just feeling that shit.
Yo. 64th Talk, episode 3 here. You know, last episode we got into a lot about the wrestling and, you know, holidays and food, sneakers and shit.
Word. If you want to send us a holiday present,
exactly.
You know where to find us.
Word.
Parts unknown.
Exactly. hit us up on Twitter. Ask us our size if you want to get us some clothes.
Pause.
No, fuck that. No pause. If you want to gift us some clothes or accessories or anything, let us know.
Or just send us money.
Word.
Checks are very fucking welcome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But back to the topics.
Yeah, you know, this one we're gonna get into some music talk. Shout outs to, you know, all my people on the music and not even just music, but culture in general. Music, fashion, art. You know, shout outs to my peoples over there at the 5th place in Albany on Washington Ave. You know, got a new skate shop over there.
They definitely checking in and shit.
Exactly. Just, you know, kicked it with them a little while ago. Good peoples, you know, check them out. Yeah, as far as the music, oh man, where do I start? You know, over what day was it? On Black Friday, actually.
It was.
My boys, you know, from the neighborhood, shout outs to Jesse. You know, they dropped their newest mixtape. Well, not even newest, their first mixtape. You know, they're a fucking rock band, or rock pop, I would like to call them. You know, they dropped a mixtape, which is better, honestly, than most of these rap mixtapes that came out this year. And it's something I've really been high on lately, you know.
Yeah, definitely been a fucking dope ass soundtrack to the last few days.
Exactly, and it's kind of tight that it's called Black and White, but not really called Black and White. It's 0, 0, and F. And if you know anything about, like, I think it's like HTML coding or whatever, like 0 is black and F is white.
No idea.
Or some shit like that. It's some real like nerd shit, but like I don't know, it's tight. But yeah, like yo, this mixtape is crazy. Like, you know, Jesse snapped. You know, the features are ridiculous. 18 songs, you know. Hopefully, you know, we can get a full-length album from them sometime next year, you know, 2015.
Is this shit out without Canon, though, and fucking Drama, or Drama talking on it? Because I really was, like, not really feeling Drama talking all over this shit.
So far.
But, I mean, whatever.
So far, it's just with Drama and Canon, but not for nothing. I like that.
I gave it that authentic mixtape feel. I'll give it that.
And that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
That's what they were going for, because even Jesse was just like, yo, like, why no rock band is doing a mixtape? Like, the last kind of rock mixtape we got was Fall Out Boy back in, like, 2008, 2009, and that wasn't even a full mixtape. That was just Clinton Sparks.
Yeah.
And just, you know, dropping, like, snippets of Decadence songs coming out from,
you were right.
From that year. Yeah, HTML hex code. F is white, 0 is black.
1, 2.
It's 6.
6, yeah.
It's 6 Fs equal white, 6 zeros equal black. So black and white.
Yeah, look at that. What the fuck would you know?
And then, you know, on the same day...
Yo, I really think I know everything, and I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you custom make your fucking MySpace backgrounds.
Yeah, no doubt. Taking it back to the MySpaces and shit.
Exactly.
See, there you go. Everything comes full circle.
Mm-hmm. And it's tight that they do this mixtape and drop it on the same day we dropped our Black and White collection for Black and White Friday. You know, shouts to everybody who copped. If you didn't cop, you missed out, because it's pretty much the end of Monday now, and you're not about to cop right now. Yeah. But if you did, shout outs to you.
Yep.
Thanks for spending your money with us and not those other whack brands that you see all these other dumb fucks wearing. Hey, we just got an order right now as I speak.
Oh shit! Somebody's copping them last joints.
Bang. So, yeah, this project is tight. You know, got features from Scheme, OG Mako, who is in an interesting feud with Key right now.
Did you hear that song?
I heard the song, and then did you see Key's Instagram video that was taken down?
I didn't peep that.
All right, I hate to jump into another man's problems and beef, but there's an Instagram video with Key on the phone with Mako. You're not gonna find it.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I'm gonna try.
All right. He's on the phone with Mako on speaker on some like, yo, I'm gonna come see you right now. Like, it was crazy.
What?
It was crazy.
Oh fuck, man! How did I miss that shit?
The funny thing is, I was tagged into the video, and then the video was taken down.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing though. But yeah, you know, the neighborhood.
He did tweet it at him though. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of ill.
What?
Mako tweeted the song to Key.
Oh yeah. There at this point, there's no bones about the issue.
Yeah.
Now it's just like who's gonna strike first, and honestly, I feel like somebody's gonna end up getting hands put on them over this.
Yeah.
But you know,
sometimes things gotta get handled.
Yeah, you know, brings it back to that real era where when you know motherfuckers was getting beat up and touched for the shit that they said in their music. Which brings me to another topic. Not to get off how great the neighborhood mixtape is.
Shit was definitely very dope. A lot of quality fucking music on this shit, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, like you were saying, fucking back to these features: Scheme, Mako, fucking Veggies, Hundreds, YG, G-Eazy,
yeah,
Montana.
Danny Seth, Dage Loaf, Danny Brown, and every song is tight.
Yeah.
Even the songs without features, with Jesse.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, it's fucking tight.
Definitely worth the download. Give that shit a fucking whirl.
You know, I said it on Twitter. I feel like Jesse is really one of the only truly iconic musicians and pop stars that we have right now in this like modern day post TRL pop culture, which is sad because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here with a tight look and even making tight music, but it seems like no one has the full package. No one knows how to aesthetically treat themselves and their music and also cater to their aesthetic via their interviews and appearances. And it's just like the neighborhood really does a good job of that. Like every time you see them on a live TV, they make sure it's in black and white. Every time you see an interview of them, it's rare that you're gonna see the interview not in black and white. All of their videos are in black and white. And you know, that's something.
Yeah, the Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
All the pictures are fucking black and white.
All the pictures for the most part are black and white, you know, and that's something, you know, me and Toast can really relate to because, you know, as far as the whole, you know, black and white, the darkness and light, the whole minimalism thing, like that's something that we've been big on since the fucking inception of our shit. You know, and I mean, I've actually sat down and watched an interview with, you know, Matt from the 1975 and Jesse from the neighborhood who, they're bands that are friendly with each other and they both have almost a similar aesthetic as far as the black and white. And, you know, they've mentioned some things about that aesthetic that really resonate with me as far as, you know, that's pretty much how, like, when you're introduced to someone or to a group of people, that's how you want to be introduced. That's how they want to be introduced to people that aren't already familiar with them. And that's something that I can really fuck with because that's how I want to. I want you to see me and see the aesthetic and know and respect that, you know, there's some real shit going on outside of all that other shit. And also how, like, you know, life in general, like, we create our own realities at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Word.
If you're in a situation in life where you don't want to be in that situation, you have to create your ideal situation around you. And that's what these motherfuckers is doing, honestly. At least that's how I'm taking it. Like, pop culture and music in general sucks right now. MTV sucks right now.
MTV's awesome, bro.
We're gonna get into that too, because we're definitely gonna talk about some TV. Maybe not in this episode, but the next episode. But as far as like what MTV used to be,
but like as far as like the music
like
part of it,
it sucks right now.
It's not music no more, bro. It's a rap music.
Bro.
Music videos are a rap.
Yeah, but let me finish.
That shit's on YouTube.
So as far as all that shit just being sucky right now, you just gotta really create, you know, your whole shit and your whole angle and build it around all this other fuckery that's going on. So I really commend, you know, the 1975 and the neighborhood on, you know, adopting that aesthetic. And at the end of the day, you know, that's some, like I said, that's some shit we can fuck with, and that's some shit that we've been on. So
one of the things I like the most about the neighborhood is like their fucking way to cross over into like, I'm not gonna say like commercial or pop, but pop culture or like just more fucking acceptable music while still keeping it 100. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like they could make a song that anybody could rock to while still being them.
Exactly.
Without like selling out.
Like yo.
Which is crazy. Like I mean that's fucking rare, bro. That's like a talent in its own self.
Because I legit, like, you know, and Jesse is someone who, you know, I keep in contact with, you know, not regularly, but, you know, we've became pretty, you know, cool associates within the last like month or so. And it's funny, like, I go to the gym and like hear Sweater Weather on the PA system.
Exactly.
But then like I'll be in my iPod and I hear Afraid and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Because like, you know, Sweater Weather definitely got them like a top 40 like charting, and Afraid.
There you go, top 40. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. But then like Afraid was just some like real like dark shit that at the time that I found it, I really like fucked with it because I was going through some shit where I needed, you know, the neighborhood in the 1975. So, but this isn't a whole testimony about the 1975 and the neighborhood. We're just, you know, telling you that if you're into alternative music and alternative hip hop, even because Jesse's rapping on this shit too, in which a lot of people don't know, Jesse started out as a rapper before the neighborhood became a band. You know, this is some shit you might want to fuck with. It's tight. You know, it's real good lifestyle music, and that's what we're about. You know, we're at the end of the day, we're a lifestyle brand, and we're about lifestyle and creating a better quality of life for us and the people around us.
Damn, that was a fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, you know. But
I can't even fucking. I gotta write that shit down.
going back to just music in general, you know, it's the end of the year, and this was a pretty bad year for music, mainstream music more specifically, but music in general kind of sucked.
Yeah, we've mentioned that before.
Yeah, like the VMAs were horrible, the BET Awards were horrible.
I don't even remember them joints either.
See what I'm saying?
There's a couple highlights.
I mean, yeah, of course there's highlights, but this, like, all in all, like, this year was horrible.
It was pretty bad.
Like, you know, like, we talk amongst each other about one of the last good years in music in all being, like, 2011, when Rocky popped, when Space Ghost Perp and Raider Clan first came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Flatbush Zombies, Action Bronson hit big, Danny Brown hit big.
There's some other shit. Esquire. That project was crazy. I mean,
Watch the Throne.
There was a lot of shit.
Like, there was a lot of shit from the 2011, 2012 era that was crazy. But towards the end of 2012, going into 2013, shit started sucking. And in 2014, the shit still sucks for the most part. Like, the underground is always going to be the underground. There's always going to be tight shit in the underground. But right now, the shit is kind of ass, you know. On the first episode, I mentioned how ASAP has kind of, you know, I don't even remember what I said exactly, but I mentioned something about ASAP's shit not being as good. Ferg also recently dropped a mixtape.
How is that shit? I haven't gave it a spin yet.
It's pretty tight. I heard a lot of people complaining about, oh, this mixtape is for the Tumblr niggas, but what is ASAP again?
Bro, didn't he even like say that shit in the last song? He said some shit about like ask Tumblr about something. I can't remember.
Exactly. Like no, and like let me be clear. Like those are good dudes personally, and like in in person. Like they're good people, and they live a life outside of Tumblr. I'm not gonna consider them Tumblr niggas, but you know a big attribution to the success of ASAP is Tumblr. You know, I think I'm not out of bounds by saying that. But regardless of your opinions about Tumblr and ASAP, the tape is pretty tight.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check that shit out.
My favorite song is probably "Dope Walk." It's pretty crazy. You know, if you were around, the New York, especially like the New York City, like dance scene, the whole Get Light movement around the mid to late 2000s, like before 2010,
Yeah,
2000.
that first decade.
Yeah, you probably saw like the Light Feet movement, especially like Uptown, Harlem, Bronx, over to CT, Long Island caught wind of it too. The whole like, chicken noodle soup, Harlem Shake shit. This Dope Walk song is like an ode to that. The shit is hard. It's tight because, with Bobby Shmurda coming out and, repping for Brooklyn with the whole Brooklyn side of the whole dance thing with, how the old Jamaican, because honestly, that's what the shmoney dance is to me. That's some old Jamaican shit. Like I used to see like my aunt and uncles do at like family reunions and shit. That's what the shmoney dance looks like to me, But so
Oh yeah, definitely.
so Ferg
And the beat and everything.
exactly.
Like, yeah.
So Ferg which is funny because there's mad reggae mixes of the shmoney, or what's this hot nigga.
Yeah.
But yo, so with this Dope Walk song, it's kind of tight that Ferg took it back to Harlem, having fun, dancing, you know what I mean? Made me want to, dust off my Adidas and start getting light real quick.
Dust off the Adidas.
Right? You know what I mean? But alright, so but as far as like anything else in 2014, what? The Rick Ross album is tight. I really don't know what else,
Doug shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What predictions do you have for 2015? 2014 going into 2015.
Well, going back to ASAP, bro, like one of the first things, I thought you were actually going to mention this. That's why I was like, damn, he going to jack what the fuck I was thinking. I think Rocky going to make a big splash, bro. I think he, a lot of artists put out a lot of music, and I don't see Rocky doing that. And in today's day and age, I think that's like the thing to do is to put, you make music, put it out, make music, put it out. And I see Rocky not doing that. And I think, that's where it's like you're feeling like, damn, Rocky ain't doing shit. But I think he might be stashing them joints, and he might be coming out with some real serious shit. I think it might be, he might be coming out with like that project.
What's funny about that is, I don't, speaking of Tumblr, I don't go on too many other people's Tumblr too often. But one Tumblr I check almost daily is Yam's Tumblr. And he kind of mentioned that, like, in not so many words. They have this hashtag that they've been going around called Flacco Jody season. So it's kind of like preparation for,
I think it's going to be serious. I think this is going to be like back to that first mixtape, where we first got like talking about 2011. Like that's what I said. I thought you were going to be talking about this. I was like, damn, he's going to take my shit. I'm going to have to think of something new. But I'm like, I think he might go on some, and not like taking it back as like rehashing something, but I think just moving forward, pushing this whole shit into a new direction. Because I think, he was kind of at the forefront of it in 2011. I think in 2015 is going to be the same thing.
Word, I think so too. I hope so because, you know what I mean? Regardless of what I said about the stuff being good or not, I fuck with them heavy. Yeah. And I want them to win because, this
that first mixtape was fucking life crazy. Music, bro. That shit wasn't even theme music.
Honestly, until Assad dropped fucking Dirty Middle Class.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like, we would get in the car and put that mixtape on. Like we were putting on. What was the first? It was Long Live ASAP,
Yeah.
or was it Live Love ASAP? It was Live Love ASAP.
Yeah.
We would put that on and ride around all day up until Assad dropped Dirty Middle Class. Cause that's the type of shit we fuck with. We fuck with that lifestyle music, shit that you can live to, and shit that resonates past the past the whole all rapidy rap, all that bullshit. Nah, this is past that. This is bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like after Drake, Rocky is like the next thing other than a Kanye that we have,
Definitely.
and which is funny because when I mentioned pop culture icons, other than obviously Jesse, that I think personally, Rocky is one of them as far as
definitely,
this new age. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I'm excited, and I hope that is what's gonna happen, and I think that is what's gonna happen. From when I see Yams talking about it, and he even the whole Q&A thing on Tumblr. A couple people asked Yams like, "Yo, what's going on with Rocky? Like, why he ain't drop no shit? Like, niggas is lazy."
Yeah, people expect that music to be 24/7. You know what I mean? Like that Wayne shit. Where you're dropping like a new song every day.
Exactly.
And I think he's going in a whole different direction than that.
Which is funny because I didn't even I don't know, I don't feel like that shit, like I'm at a cross because like right now, like we're still relatively young, and like that's the whole like young person like way of thought. Like, yo, you gotta drop music constantly. But I want new music. I want it like,
yeah, bro. It's like that's the day and age, bro.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, fucking YouTube. Everything's instant glorification.
Exactly.
Like everything's like right now. At this fucking moment where not even like 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't like that. You weren't. You get shit easy. Remember fucking having to go on Napster and try to download an album and shit?
Exactly.
It's completely different fucking day and age.
Exactly. So like, with the
I mean, how many mixtapes Thug dropped this year?
word.
And
he's one of my favorites for this year, but you're right. A lot of people equate being good and the best with how consistent you are.
Yeah, I mean it's quantity, but you also got to have that quality.
Even
Hate to sound contrived and shit, but
even like when Wayne was going on his fucking spree in like the early to mid 2000s, it got to a point where it became redundant and it wasn't good anymore because you was dropping everything you recorded. And even people were like, yeah, you're nice, but if you're dropping everything you write and you're recording everything you write, like, you're gonna say some whack shit. Not everything you write is gonna be tight.
Exactly.
So the fact that we got people like Rocky, and I'm assuming that a lot of the other people in the camp as well are recording songs and stashing it.
Yeah, I heard a fucking interview with Skrillex the other day, and he was talking about Ferg was in his crib. And like, yo, Ferg was just like nonstop working, like 10 songs a day. Like, like Skrillex was like, bro, you gotta chill. Like, I can't work this much. And it's not like we heard fucking 70 songs with Skrillex and Ferg,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't even think we heard one yet.
Word.
So I mean, that just goes to show, you put in all that work, but you can't put out everything. Like everything you're gonna do ain't gonna be a home run,
Yeah.
Like you gonna have some singles, you gonna have some strikeouts, you gonna have some home runs,
Exactly.
You gotta get them grand slams and shit. I sound like fucking Wu. I always be sounding like Raekwon and Wu and shit, talking that crazy ass shit.
Don't.
Yeah, I know. Let's get back to the fucking predictions. What you think, though?
Yeah, I mean, other than that, like I hope and I hope that they come through. And hopefully they piss more people off because that HBA shit was tight.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah,
that was tight.
Even the structure of that song, it's like there's no real song that has that structure,
Yeah.
So like even that's like it's different, pushing the envelope.
Exactly.
The video, the visuals of that shit. I think it didn't take off like maybe they expected it to, but that's cool. I think the shit still did what it was supposed to do.
It did. Because part of the, I mean, I'm gonna get into other people, but
no, that's cool.
Just to finish this up. I think part of the reason why, the it was like it was fast success, but it was almost I don't even want to call it fast, but it was just like part of the reason why I feel like some of the stuff from them wasn't as potent is because they took. I wanted to see them pop on the underground level
course,
and kill the underground for a good stretch before getting signed. Like imagine if ASAP would have had that Wiz underground run and Ben signed Major.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I mean, ASAP is up there with Wiz now, but just imagine if they would have, even if they would have did the Drake underground run and do like what 2-3 underground tapes, create the crazy splash, then go over to Major. You know what I mean? Like it was almost like we heard Pesos. I mean, no, we saw Purple Swag.
Yep.
We saw Pesos.
Yep.
We heard Live Love ASAP. He signed 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which is good because not for nothing, the album was tight.
Yeah, it was.
But I feel like there was some steps there was some more steps that could have been taken in the middle that would have propelled things more in the long run. But salute to those guys, you know what I mean? Because they're doing them regardless, and they still successful.
And yeah, definitely putting on for the culture, bro.
Yeah, putting on for the culture and putting on for New York, and there's not too many people doing that right now. But I'm gonna talk about that whole New York shit later.
Yeah.
As far as predictions, man, I feel like other than them and like Row Ransom, no one else has New York at all. They can act like they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
Other than this cute little Troy Ave single that's going around right now, that's kind of tight. But
Which one?
exactly.
Nah, for real though. Which one? I might have heard it. How's that shit go?
All About the Money.
Oh yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it's a good song.
Like Christmas time.
It's a cool song.
I don't know if they meant it to sound like Christmas, but it sounds like Christmas.
Wow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to re-listen, I guess.
I mean, Troy Ave does a Christmas album every year. Well, not a Christmas. He calls it White Christmas.
Yeah,
I
know.
So.
It's in the lane.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is gonna be on it if it's not on the BSB tape. But other than that, man, like New York is dead as far as new talent and new energy. I feel like I said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like Key and 2-9 are gonna take over in 2015. I feel like
I could definitely see that. Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get a lot from Toronto as well.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, not even with like GHS and Prime, but like I feel like Party Next Door is really gonna do something crazy this year. I feel like Drake has something nuts up his sleeve.
Always does.
I feel like The Weeknd is gonna snap this year because other than options? No, I'm sorry. Other than Often and King of the Fall, we really didn't get nothing from him this year.
Nah.
We got, Drunken Love like late last year.
Yep.
But that was it. Like, we didn't get a full project. We didn't get nothing. So I feel like
I think that's almost, going back to the ASAP shit real quick.
Yeah,
that, not ODing, putting out everything,
And honestly, that might
just making a dope project.
That might be the new move because with that,
Kendrick's talking about the same shit too, with his new shit.
Nah, because listen, this is what it does, right? You let all these other like artists, saturate the game and end up phasing themselves out by being overly consistent, and with the overly consistent, they're dropping subpar music. So if you come out with a 20-song mixtape, other than Little B, if you come out with a 30-song mixtape every 2 months, there's only probably like 15 songs on that tape that are good.
Yeah.
Right?
If that.
And then you're probably not going on tour.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna end up phasing yourself out.
And then 2 months later, you drop another project, so nobody even cares about the last project you dropped.
Exactly.
So your 15 songs you're like up to 15 songs that were cool or dope are now longer irrelevant because now you dropped another project. So now there's another, 5, 10, 15 songs that everybody's checking for.
Exactly.
Instead of caring for those original joints. So now you just wasted your fucking music.
And then not even that. A lot of these artists don't even have music that have any replay value.
Yeah, true
Like
too.
I hear a lot of songs.
That's why they gotta drop so much music.
Exactly. I hear a lot of songs that have no replay value, and I'm not talking about because a lot of people are gonna hear this and think I agree with them when they talk about the new generation of music is whack and they hate on the South. Actually, the South has some of the most replay value music that's out right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, Young Thug has crazy replay value because guess what? Most of you motherfuckers can't understand him, right?
Is that like a way to get people to fucking listen to your shit again? Is by sounding incoherent?
Almost, because not for nothing.
It's a gimmick.
If you listen to Young Thug,
I guess that could get you a push.
Really pay attention to what he's saying.
He snaps, bro.
And then if you read his lyrics, he's going the fuck off.
Yeah, he snaps.
He's had some of the best lines and like metaphors and double, triple entendres.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Of this year than any J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, any of those rapidy rap, dirty backpack ass rappers that y'all dick eat. Thug is.
I'm kind of fucking with Kendrick a little bit, but the rest of them, yeah.
Yo, I used to love Kendrick, bro.
I think he still has a very good shot at doing something amazing. He's very talented.
He is talented, but that last album soured me. And this new single...
But there's a couple joints on it that were crazy, though. Like, the more that I've heard him, I was like, wow, that was like a really crazy song.
I like Last City, or Mad City.
I mean, that's crazy. He's got some joints. And I think he's going to do something pretty cool. And I mean, he's obviously going to sell.
Speaking of the West Coast, though, I feel like YG is gonna be in for another good year. I think Dom Kennedy is gonna snap this year, too. I really think he is, and not for nothing. I feel like his year is going to be bigger than a lot of people expect in 2015. I feel like Dom is going to do it.
As far as what? Like, something mainstream?
Maybe, but just something big. Like, like out west, you don't got to be mainstream.
No, I understand. I understand. Big could be fucking very, mean a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could be big, but not fucking beyond.
No, I feel like his whether he does a retail project or a mixtape, man, I feel like he's gonna do a retail project. I feel like he might do another OPM tape and then a retail project in the same year, like he did like in 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really gonna be solid for him because he has the mainstream's attention.
Yeah.
Whether people see it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I could see what you were saying with YG, too. I could see him actually being a little bit more mainstream successful. I mean, he just had that AMA look. He's on the Fergie single. I don't know if that's important or not, but
I didn't even know he had an AMA look.
He was performing with Fergie.
Oh, yeah.
And he's on the single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like, that's fucking,
The mainstream is going to fuck with him. They have no choice because he knows how to make fucking music.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but other than that, what? Like, what? What else?
I mean, another person I think who's going to fucking have a crazy year, like on some top 40 type shit, is Yellow Wolf, bro. Like that single,
you were telling me.
Yo, like honestly, I think that single was like fucking amazing, bro. Like this shit is just, it's fucking amazing music. I think he's gonna have like that real crossover pop kind of year. I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think he's gonna fucking be one of those like he's gonna be nominated for shit. Not that that matters, but he's gonna be like, he's gonna have that year, I think. Like where people were talking about him. He's going to be on that, like, best albums of the year list. He's going to be on that, best artist of the year list.
I hope because, initially when he signed to Shady, I was against it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever fucked with Yellow Wolf. And then, like, I've just been recently hearing some shit.
See,
and
I did.
And I'm like, wow.
I fucked with him around, like, 2010, 2011, like, when Trunk Music came out. And then, like, he was on tour with like Wiz and Currency.
Yeah.
Those whole like I remember I was in Syracuse. I was at a Wiz show. It was the same night I met Wiz. I met him, and like he was literally just walking through the crowd to get to the bar, like he was nobody.
Yeah. And
like he took pictures with me and the homies. He got backstage, little 5 minutes, came back out on stage. And started wilding. Like, he has one of the best stage shows ever.
Of course. Like, his shit is... The music goes with it.
With you saying that, though, a lot of people feel like MGK is in for a big year this year.
Yeah, I don't even... Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't heard a song from him in years.
is, this is just hearsay from, a lot of my blog people and people like in the loop as far as the industry. They're saying like he's in for a big year, Even like I saw him live October, and he performed a new song. It was kind of tight.
That's funny you mentioned
performed a lot of new songs, actually.
That's funny you mentioned that shit. I was just watching like old ass fucking OT Genesis with fucking G Unit, and MGK was there.
Yeah.
That's funny that you just mentioned that shit. It's just like some coincidence type shit.
Yeah, man. So
I could. I mean, like I said, I haven't heard anything, so it's kind of hard for me to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
But I think him and Yellow Wolf, I mean, they have similarities, obviously, but
yeah.
I think they're really different artists. I think Yellow Wolf can make way more complete, better music.
We'll see. They definitely have. The thing about Yellow Wolf we brought up the comparison a couple days ago on Wrestle Rap. I'm sorry. The funny thing about that is, man, like, the thing with Yellow Wolf is he doesn't have one lane.
Nah, he doesn't.
He's all over the place to a point that, like, literally from 2009...
Oh, he's fucking been everywhere, bro.
From 2009 to 2014, I've seen Yellow Wolf change up, like, 15 times.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of different... I mean, not just music. Look.
Yeah, to the point where I can't keep track, and it's just like, bro...
But I think he's finally got, like, it all honed into one lane, into one spot.
I mean, not for nothing, I like the embracement of the redneck.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's why he's gonna have that fucking
country trap rap.
Yeah, I think that's why he's gonna have that, bro.
I hope he does.
Like, even the visuals for the fucking video, like, they're crazy, bro. It was on some fucking True Detective fucking intro shit. It was like really fucking.
I haven't seen
like
it,
epic, bro. You gotta check it.
We're gonna have to take a look at it, but I mean, listen. It's hard to make a prediction because every year, 2 or 3 artists come out and surprise you.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Like Lucky X surprised me a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, but you didn't even know that was gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
there's always gonna be somebody.
Because a couple years ago, shit. Before that crazy shit happened, in 2011 with Assad, I thought Assad was gonna be it.
I did too.
So you know what I mean?
I honestly felt the same way.
And this year, a lot of people feel like Young Gleesh might be it, and Young Thug. So it's just like,
I'll tell you right now, Thug ain't gonna sell. I've told you that before. He's not selling, bro. That shit's doing under. I mean, not that selling means everything, but you're talking about superstardom, so you gotta sell. He's not gonna do it. He's gonna come out with that album, and that shit's gonna be a dud. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna buy it.
I know you are, but. You buy a lot of albums.
I do.
It's tough. It's tough to get the normal person to buy an album, bro.
It is.
And I think people are going to fuck with it. I think this shit's going to be on the radio heavy.
Yo.
But he's going to make money.
Not for nothing.
He's going to have a good year.
Not for nothing. You know who really might have a great, super great year under our nose? I don't like this man's music that much. You know who I'm going to say?
I have no idea.
Wale.
Oh, wow. You think so?
Bro, that Jerry Seinfeld shit.
I haven't heard it.
Those videos were tight. And if he does a whole album with Jerry Seinfeld, which is he's supposed to, because you know how he did the first mixtape about nothing. The second one was like a mixtape about more nothing or some shit. This one's supposed to be the album about nothing.
Oh wow!
If he does that and actually has Seinfeld with him now, as opposed to just samples,
yeah, that could be crazy,
bro. It could be that push that Wale needs to get to that angle that he hasn't exactly been able to get yet.
Talking about somebody who hasn't really found their lane, though, honestly, I feel Wale's definitely fits that mode.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely had that backpacker rap shit going on in the beginning, I guess, for lack of a better word, to more recent shit sounding like Rick Ross fucking leftover tracks that he's rapping on.
That's just production wise.
Yeah, but that's part of it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, other than Wale, when Meek gets out, bro.
Yeah.
When Meek gets out, if Meek doesn't put together the best rap album of the year, I don't know what else to say for him.
Yeah.
Because he has he has everybody on edge. He has the hood.
Yep.
He has the hipsters,
Everybody.
the backpackers, the sneakerheads. Like
Fucking Rolling Stone.
Yeah, like,
he's
really?
got everything. They mentioned him.
like yo, not for nothing. Like every pocket of rap fan is on edge for Meek to come out of jail and drop this album. So if this album isn't
Everything.
like if this isn't Meek's My Crazy Life, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Because I did not like Dream Chasers or whatever that album was.
Intro was tight.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a lot of people's albums nowadays. The mixtapes be better. That's that Russian work, bro. That's rushing the fucking product.
As much as I like Meek or used to like Meek, I never liked the Meek mixtape. Flamers 2 might have been the last one.
Yeah.
Or maybe Mr. Philadelphia. Other than that, I can't call it.
I mean, even the album artwork for the album was garbage.
Who did that, Donda?
I don't know. That shit. Wow.
No, I'm being that ass. I think they did that.
For real?
I think so.
I didn't like it.
Yo, you heard this new Pusha T?
Nope.
All right, same thing here.
What is it?
I heard
album,
it.
mixtape?
Lunch Money. It's a song.
Oh, it's just a song?
Yeah, I heard it. And that's all I'm going to say. I heard it.
Interesting artwork. Kanye did the beat?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I know. That really means Travis Scott did it.
That's funny. So Travis did the beat. Yeah, so it's probably tight. What do you think about Travis for next year?
People don't get him yet, man.
He's too far ahead of his time?
He's too far ahead of his time. And the thing is, people get him, but it's the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like, kids get him. So what this means...
Raps for the fucking... Or music's for the fucking youth.
Yeah. No, but see, that whole youth shit, man... It's like, I get it, but then it's just like, it just means, like, honestly, it just means that you're too far ahead of the time to really, like, pop. You know what I mean? Like, like, I love Travis, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
But Travis is like, it's the same thing with Cudi. Like, he was too far ahead of his time to pop. So what happened? Somebody popped after that was, like, a light version of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like,
but Cudi got his just due.
No,
but he had the cosign.
Cudi got his just due because of the cosign. But other than that, like, we don't see Cudi on TV. I mean, you don't need that to be successful. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I mean, he could have definitely been that.
Yeah, he could have been that, but it's because he was too far left.
Yeah.
And I'm talking in terms of just the overall scale.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I feel like Travis should be next, but I also feel like Cudi still has. Like,
definitely
a lot more to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't heard shit from him in a minute,
bro.
Has he done anything?
Did you hear the last album with like Raphael Sadiq?
Yeah. But since then, that was a while ago.
Bro, that was February.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the shit about people want music all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
February was a long time ago in that sense of the fucking 2014.
I guess
Twitter world where you gotta have a new album out every 2 months.
Yeah, you're right, but
I mean, you haven't even, like you said, he ain't even been on TV. You haven't even seen him. Like he even hit a fucking. I don't even know if I've seen a tweet.
Bro, we didn't even get a video for nothing off the album.
For real?
And
well, that's what happens when you leave the record company.
And I at least wanted like a video for Balmain Jeans.
Yeah, I mean he had some joints on there.
Yeah, there was some joints on there.
Oh, definitely, that shit was crazy.
Did we even get a good video for Indica?
I don't remember any of the videos. So that tells you that.
But yeah, see that's the thing. Like I feel like for Travis to, man, I really want Travis to pop. I really do.
Yeah, it might not be this year, but
it may not be this year. But I feel like somebody is gonna pop before him
with his shit,
with his own shit, and that's what I'm scared of because people just don't get him. Like, you know what I mean? I know people who listen to him that don't get him. They're just like, yo, he's just like, he's just like, yo, his beats are tight, but like, it's the same thing with Chasing Cash, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chasing Cash. Everybody's like, yo, the beats are tight, but he shouldn't rap. And it's just
But they were
like,
saying the same shit about Kanye in the beginning.
exactly.
And, you know, other people I can't think of off the top of my head.
Exactly. But I say that because, like, people don't get what he's trying to push. Like, he's trying to, like, Travis is trying to push that, like, the same ethos that, like, Justice and, like, Double X have, but, like, with rap. And he's also trying to push the culture of, like, Houston, Texas to be more than just, like, candy paint and fucking old school cars and lean and grills. Like, he has that, and he talks about that a little bit because he's from that, but he wants the culture of Houston to be bigger than that. Because it's the same thing that's going on in New York. When you think of New York, you think of, or we think of a New York rapper, you think of the Nas story, the Jay-Z story, the 50 Cent story. And it's just like, yo, there's kids from Houston, just like there's kids from New York, that know that story and have lived that story, but have also lived other things behind that story that make you more than that story.
Yeah, especially like in today's day and age,
You know
you're
what I'm
so
saying?
exposed to so many different fucking avenues of fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I just feel like the kids, like, you know, if you're 26 and younger, you almost get it like instantaneously. With the older heads, it's a little hard, but if you're in the loop, you're in the loop, so you get it. But like, let's be honest, like most industry people and critics, they're industry people and critics, but they're not in the fucking loop at all. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They're just trying to collect a check.
Of course.
So they're not gonna have that push. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it reminds me of like that on some art shit, man. Like the chick from MoMA who was running this shit back in the day.
with the Basquiat.
Yeah, with the Basquiat shit. Like, she
Yup.
couldn't recognize what the fuck Basquiat was doing.
Exactly.
And now, you know what I mean? They treat him like he's God and shit. But when that shit was happening, they were like, what the fuck is this kid doing here?
Exactly. And
They couldn't see the future.
You know,
They're trained to just know what the fuck they know, and that's it.
this brings me to like something that happened because like anybody who knows me knows that like from like 2008 or 9 to even like 2011, Curtains was like one of my favorite rappers and just one of my favorite people in general. As far as like the whole new wave of style and music, like I feel like he was like at the forefront of that, and he doesn't exactly get the credit. You know,
He definitely doesn't.
a lot of the young artists that, like, if it wasn't for Curtains, there would have been no Cudi, there would have been no ASAP, there would have been no Travis Scott. You know,
Yeah.
Curtains pushed a lot of those doors open. I feel.
He definitely.
And he really could have been a star, but he was just too far ahead of his time. They didn't get the sneakers. They didn't get the way he dressed. They didn't get the fact that he looked a certain way, but rapped different than what he. They didn't get that. So now it's just like.
Yeah, he was definitely at the forefront of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And another detriment to him is that he was from New York, and you know, it's impossible to fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Be a new artist from New York. It has been for a long ass time.
And that's what I'm saying, because, like, yo, I remember I would, like, listen, because Kearns used to do this radio show. It was, like, a fake radio show. It's called, like, WS something. Fucking Rebel Radio. And he did 2 leading up to the release of one of his mixtapes. And he was playing all the shit that kids are playing now. And this is like in 2008, 2009. Like, he was playing old Cam. He was playing old, like, EPMD. He was playing fucking... Then he would play, like, old or not old, but, like, he would play, like, Justice or, like, fucking...
Yeah, because it was just coming up around then.
Weird shit like Depeche Mode. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that whole New York scene was that at that time, you know what I mean? Like, it was, you know, the regular traditional, like, hardcore New York shit, but then it was, like, the fake, like, artsy shit, you know what I mean? Like, Justice and, you know, Portishead.
Oh, man, my favorite.
And all that other shit. So, and he was playing all that shit on his radio channel, you know what I mean? So, it just, but I say that because, you know, it always like you never want to be the first to do anything.
I guess.
The only thing you can get out of that is to say you were first.
That's true.
No one else is gonna realize that you were first because this other person who popped doing the same thing you just did popped.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Yeah, it is true. I mean? It's not. There's definitely a detriment to being first.
You know how many times, I tell people, I tell people all the time, Curtains made or Air Jordan 1s hot. They were like, nah, Kanye. I'm like, when did you see Kanye wearing 1s? Because I saw Curtains wearing 1s 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Who's Curtains? I'm like, exactly.
I was going to say, they probably don't even know who Curtains is.
Exactly. So it's just like, and that's the thing. Like, there's always those bottom feeders, bro. There's always those people who feed from the people from the lower level, and they're at a higher position, and then they just... But that's a whole nother topic, man. I can go on all day about that. But yeah, man.
Honestly.
We'll see what happens with 2015 on the way. I'm hoping to see some tight shit. I'm hoping to hear some tight shit. I want people's music videos to get better. That's all. That's my prediction. I just want better music videos, and that's not even a prediction. That's just like a request.
Yeah, I think we're kind of getting there a little bit. I mean, there's some bad ones though too.
Exactly.
Like the mainstream artists are just coming out with trash videos, and I see like these, more underground or not as mainstream artists coming out with some very fucking visually stimulating projects or videos.
I think it's funny how the brokest artists have the best videos, and the artists with the bigger budgets have horrible videos.
Like that new Nicki video was terrible. Like I don't give a fuck what this meaning or anything was. The shit was just garbage.
I didn't even see it.
You don't, that shit was gonna like burn your eyes.
But
then you got like somebody who's like fucking. I can't think of nobody off the top of my head, but
best video in my opinion this year. It's so simple. Well, there's two. The Lambs Digiscale video
was crazy. Oh yeah, we actually talked about that. Wow, yeah, and whatchamacallit shit was real dope.
Rocky's video
was crazy. I mean, he's got a little bit more of a budget, but again, he's not on the level of like Nicki Minaj.
Exactly. There was another video that
Jazz Cartier.
Yes, the GHS videos.
That
all
shit
of them
is
were
crazy.
All of them. So, you know what I mean? Like,
and there's other dope shit too. I know I'm forgetting some.
Honestly, in my opinion, though, the mainstream artists with the best videos, Kanye and Rick Ross.
I mean, yeah, of course.
And even some of Kanye's videos, I'm just like, really, bro?
But on some, you could tell some of them are mailed in, but some of them he goes in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, like I said, you can't always hit a home run.
But I like Rick Ross videos for the same reason why I like the Lambs video. Rick Ross don't mind pulling up in the hood.
Yeah.
People say whatever they want about Rick Ross, but he pulls up in notorious hoods and don't nothing happen to him.
Right?
Don't nothing happen to him. I seen a video with him in Magnolia Projects, New Orleans. Can't get no more hood than that. Can't get no more hood than that unless you go to Compton or like Jordan Downs and Watts. But I've seen videos with him in parts of LA too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, he went to Magnolia Projects. Magnolia.
Yeah.
And shot a video. Like, and the shit was hot. Like, I don't know, man. Better videos 2015. Step your concepts up.
Yeah, just, make quality music, but...
Make quality music and don't put too many fucking songs on your mixtape because I don't got the patience.
Unless they all tight, man.
Even if they're tight, I don't got the patience.
What were they talking about? They were talking about how, like, what was the first 50 album?
Oh,
Get Rich or Die Trying? Because that shit was like 20 tracks. They were
21.
Like, they said that they were like, the Shade 45, Eminem and all of them were talking about this shit, and they were like, yo, I know that shit was too long, but they were like, we couldn't cut a song off. But that shit, 21 tracks is fucking, ugh.
Bro, not for nothing, I can get through that. The longest album, real quick before we end this, the longest album, but with the best songs per how long it is, gotta be hands down. You know what I'm about to say.
What?
Purple Haze.
Oh yeah, no
Son,
doubt.
there's like 23, 24 songs
Serious?
on that album. I think I only skipped one.
Yeah. Which one?
Was it Hey Lady?
Was that shit on there? Yeah. You gotta give Lil B some credit too for making some dope long ass projects.
Yeah.
I mean, the 100 songs was a little too much, but
the 300 songs was ridiculous.
wait, there was 300 songs too.
From like straight from the MySpace collections.
Oh yeah, that don't really count. That's just like anthology or some
Yeah.
shit. That's like the fucking Beatles dropping all their shit in one fucking album or something.
Which one had 100 songs on it? Was that 100% Gutta?
Oh, fuck, man. It was 101, I think, right? Because there was like a bonus track.
Yeah.
Oh, 05 fuck 'em.
05 Fuck 'em. Yo, not for nothing, that mixtape was crazy.
Yeah, but you can't, like, that's hard to run back.
Yeah. I go through, like, I listen to it in sections.
Hell, you have to,
like
bro. There's no way you could listen to that shit straight
Nah,
through.
but, like, my sections are ridiculous, though, because I listen to all the Dipset songs.
Oh,
and then,
that's, like, crazy right there.
Because, like, he did mad freestyles over Dipset instrumentals, and it was ridiculous.
Yep. That's just stupid. Oh, yo, something we forgot too in our fucking 14 albums, bro. Dragon King shit was crazy.
Yes,
and we
it
didn't
was.
mention that, bro. I was thinking about that after we fucking wrapped up the first joint. I was like, wow, how the fuck we forgot Dragon King shit? Because that shit was dope.
But, yeah, Dragon King shit was tough. Shout outs to Dom. We're gonna have you on here eventually. Yes, yeah, Purple Haze, 24 fucking tracks.
Wow.
24 tracks.
Finish with fucking Uncasa.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
Does it get better than that?
But yeah, man. You know, that's pretty much it. 64th Talk, Volume 3. Check us back on Volume 4. We're probably gonna get into some some TV talk?
I have no fucking idea, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some TV.
Hit us on Twitter. Tell us what the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Or don't, because I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to talk about what I want to.
Yeah, we're probably not.
I'm going to talk about some TV shit, probably. Some movie shit.
We're going to get into some TV
fucking
shit.
December always brings the blockbuster films and shit.
It does.
Yeah, it's like the fucking moneymaker, bro. Man, people got time off.
Movies is going to be a separate episode, because I got some quick shit about TV.
All right.
But, yeah, yo. 64th Talk, Episode 3. Eat a dick if you haven't bought no black tongue yet.